Hey guys, good evening. It's Monday night, May 11th. I'm in San Francisco tonight at the Hilton San Francisco on O'Farrell Street, and I just had a great supper at a place called Fish and Farm. They source all of their foods, their produce, their fish, their meat, everything from within 100 miles of their store, of the restaurant, which I think is kind of neat. I've been thinking about a couple spiritual things actually that I wanted to talk about. The first has to do with startups, like starting up a new company. And what I've come to realize is that um, running and owning a startup is probably, for at least for a man, the most spiritual thing you can do. Because what you're really focused on when you're starting a startup is starting up yourself, figuring out what you're capable of, what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are, and really um, there's really no better learning um, process than starting a startup, because as I said a minute ago, you get inside of everything that's possible for you, and every weak spot, every blind spot of yours really comes to light very, very quickly. And that's definitely been the case for me. And it's been good spiritual development to have a startup in Israeli Wine Direct. The second thing I wanted to say that's been on my mind today, um, is just trying to formulate an answer for why anyone, anywhere in the United States should care at all about wine from Israel. I mean, why should anyone in the United States, where you can walk into a grocery store and select from among hundreds, if not thousands, of wines from all over the world, why should anyone anywhere care about wine from Israel? And I think I'm beginning to formulate an answer for that, for you, to that question. The thing that people have to understand about Israel is that it's the result of people having a dream in the face of great tragedy and despair, and then, in spite of all of that, making that dream come true. You got to understand that Israel is a place where most of the world saw, 60 some odd years ago, nothing. Saw sand dunes like wasteland, and enough people, in spite of that, saw a place where the leading technology center could be, where hospitals could be, where 200 wineries could be. It wasn't that long ago that Hebrew, as an example, was literally a dead language. I mean, in high school I studied Latin, which still is a dead language. And the only reason I studied Latin was because there was this beautiful, beautiful girl. I won't say her name because God forbid, she listens to this and she'll call me up and give me a hard time. But this beautiful, beautiful girl. That's the only reason I took Latin. Latin was a completely dead language, and she was taking the class, and I, had to take it just to sit beside her. Now Hebrew, a dead language, has been completely revived and reborn. And the thing that's relevant about Israel to all of you, all of us, whether we're Jewish, we're not Jewish, we're religious, forget about that. It's the story of your dream that has gone undealt with, and that has the possibility of having new life breathed into it. And I don't mean to sound cliched at all, but here's the reality. Every single one of us is born installed with, like we're hardwired with a particular dream that we have the opportunity in a particular time and a specific place to live out. That's why we're here, to do a particular thing where your passion and the needs of the world intersect. That's your dream. Now, most of us, in this country at least, have the dream beaten out of us by the adult world. And our job in life is to reinvigorate and resuscitate the dream that has been killed and beaten out of us. And Israel is the living example of the fact that it can happen. That you could almost kill a dream and that it can be reborn if you see past the destruction and the despair and the loneliness and the negativity. If you can get beyond that and reconnect with the dream that you were implanted with right before you were born into this world, if you could reconnect with that energy, then really all things are possible. A dead land can be reborn, a dead language can be revived, and your dream that you've left sitting on the sideline while you're working, slaving through corporate America, or doing something that is demotivating and debilitating to your spirit and your soul, if you can remember to reconnect with the dream you were implanted with, then all things are possible. And Israel and the rebirth of the Israeli wine scene, in a small way, is an analogy for all of that. So for all of you, and this is all of us, who have got a dream, this still small voice in the back of our heads saying, don't forget about me, I'm why you're here, I want you to turn around and listen to that dream and reconnect with it and know that it's possible. Because where everybody else sees sand dunes, you can see great achievements and great things and great possibilities. The world needs you. The world needs you to connect your passion and your dreams with its needs. And when you do that, amazing things are possible. Hebrew, like I said a minute ago, was a dead language until 60 years ago, and now my two older kids speak it. And that's amazing to me. Israel wasn't a thriving technology and culture center until not that many decades ago. The light had almost gone out, and then enough people gathered and relit it. And I hope that you'll take your dream and get it off the sidelines and put it onto the playing field so that all of us can benefit from it, so that you can benefit from it. I really want you guys to think about these things. This is exactly what's on my mind tonight in San Francisco. So, just wanted to give that out to you guys and share what was on my mind. I'm thinking about you. I hope to see everybody soon. Be well, be safe. Hug your kids, hug your spouse, hug your boyfriend, your girlfriend, and remember that every single moment we've got here is a gift. It's definitely been on my mind a lot this week as I've been away from my kids. So I hope you can reconnect with that radical amazement that we're even here. Okay? All right, have a good night. Get some sleep. I'll see you guys. Bye-bye.